Welcome all. Today we can discuss some problems related to acceleration analysis. And here is the question. In the mechanism as shown in figure, the crank OA rotates at 20 rpm anti-clockwise and gives motion to the sliding blocks B and D. Here there are two sliding blocks, first one B and second one D. The dimensions of the various links are OA is equal to 300 mm, AB is equal to 1200 mm, BC is equal to 450 mm and CD is equal to 450 mm. For the given configuration, determine first one velocities of sliding at B and D, velocities of sliding at B and D. Then angular velocity of CD, link CD, then linear acceleration of D, the linear acceleration of this particular slider, and finally the angular acceleration of CD, the angular acceleration alpha of link CD. Okay, and here is the solution. Given NAO, that means number of rotation for link AO is equal to 20 rpm, so that omega AO, angular velocity of link AO, is equal to 2 pi n by 60, that is equal to 2.1 radian per second, and OA is equal to 300 mm, that's equal to 0.3 meter, AB is equal to 1200 mm, that's equal to 1.2 meter, BC is equal to CD is equal to 450 mm, that's equal to 0.45 meter. Then the velocity, linear velocity of A with respect to O, velocity of A with respect to O is equal to omega AO into AO, omega into R, and that VAO is equal to absolute velocity of A, because the point O is at rest, that's equal to VA is equal to omega AO into OA, that's equal to 2.1 into 0.3, that's equal to 0.63 meter per second. Then the for finding out the velocity of different links and acceleration of different links, we have to prepare a space diagram. First, initially we have to prepare a space diagram. Here is the space diagram. First we can draw this space diagram. Here first draw a horizontal line like this, then fix a point on that horizontal line, then draw a link, draw the link OA, which is inclined 30 degree with that horizontal line, and that OA is given. We can take any convenient scale to represent that link OA. Then we can draw an arc with radius is equal to AB and center as center A. Then we can find out that intersecting point of that arc and this horizontal line, that point will become point B. Then we can identify the point C on link AB. Here the length AB is given, also length BC is also given, BC is equal to 450 mm. Then we can locate that point C. Then we can draw the link CD. Here the length of the link CD is given. Length of link CD is given. Also the horizontal distance between that point D and O, pivot point O, is also given as 1050 mm, so that we can locate this point D, because this horizontal distance is given as 1050 mm, so that we can construct this space diagram. space diagram. Okay, next we can draw the velocity diagram. Then after that we can draw the acceleration diagram. Here is a step-by-step procedure to draw the velocity diagram. First, draw the vector OA. Draw the vector OA, small letter OA, small letter OA. That's equal to the velocity of A with respect to O, and that must be perpendicular to link OA, capital letter OA. That must be perpendicular to link OA. Then we have to fix that point O, small letter point O, small letter O at any point on the any point on the space or any point on this paper. Then draw OA, small letter OA, which is perpendicular to link OA, which that must be perpendicular to link OA, and having a magnitude of 0.63 meter per second. That's already we calculated this velocity of A. That's equal to 0.63. We can take any convenient scale to represent this velocity. Then we can draw that length, and this particular line OA, small letter OA, that must be perpendicular to link OA, and we can fix point A. After that we can draw a line which is perpendicular to AB, which is perpendicular to link AB. That is the line of action of velocity of B with respect to A. Velocity of B with respect to A is always perpendicular to link AB, and that must be passing through point A. Then we can draw that line of action. But we cannot fix this point O, because this length, that magnitude of velocity is unknown. That magnitude of velocity is unknown. But again, the velocity of B, velocity of slider with respect to O, is always in the horizontal direction, because this the motion of this slider is a constrained manner. Where the slider can only move in the horizontal direction. So velocity of B with respect to O is always in the horizontal direction, and that must be passing through point O. Then we can draw a horizontal line, that is the line of action of B with respect to O, which is passing through O. Then we can find out the intersecting point of that horizontal line and this particular line. That will become point B. Then this will become the velocity of B with respect to O, or absolute velocity of B, and the small letter AB will become the velocity of B with respect to A. B with respect to A, that is a relative velocity. Then we can find out the small letter C in such a way that capital BC by AC, capital BC by AC, or capital AB by AC. Capital AB by AC must be equal to small letter AB by AC. We can take any convenient ratio to find out this, or look at the point C, small letter C, on this velocity diagram. Either AB by AC is equal to small letter AB by AC, or BC by CA. BC by CA is equal to small letter BC by CA. BC, small letter BC by AC, small letter AC. We can take this also. We can take this also. Any equation, any ratio we can select to look at this point C, small letter C. Then after that, after finding out this point C, we can locate the small letter D by drawing the velocity of D with respect to O. Velocity of D with respect to O. That means absolute velocity of D, that slider, is again in a constrained D is in a constrained motion, so that velocity must be a vertical in direction, vertical, and that must passing through point O. The velocity of D with respect to O must be passing through O. Then we can draw that line of action. That line of action of D, velocity of D with respect to O, that will become like this in the vertical direction. Then we can't fix the point D. But again, we can draw the velocity of D with respect to C. Velocity of D with respect to C is always perpendicular to link CD and also passing through C. Then we can draw that line, a velocity of D with respect to C perpendicular to CD. Then the intersecting point of these two must be equal to D. Then we can find out the velocity of D as OD, small letter OD, or velocity of D with respect to C as small letter DC. Then we can velocity of C with respect to D is equal to CD, small letter CD. Then omega CD is equal to angular velocity of CD is equal to VCD, velocity of CD divided by CD. Then by measuring this length and multiply that length by this scale taken, that will become the velocity of D with respect to C, that's equal to 0.37 meter per second. That 0.37 meter per second divided by the length of CD in meter will give the angular velocity of CD, that's equal to 0.82 radian per second in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, that's all about the velocity diagram. Then linear acceleration of point D, or linear acceleration of slider. First, we can find out radial components of different accelerations of different links. Radial components of accelerations of different links. Here, radial component of acceleration of AO is equal to acceleration of A, because that point O is at rest, and that omega OA is a constant, so that there is no other component for this acceleration of A with respect to O. That's equal to V square AO divided by OA. That's equal to omega square AO into OA. That's equal to 1.323 meter per second square. Next, radial component of acceleration of B with respect to A. Once again, that's equal to velocity of B with respect to A whole square divided by AB. That's equal to 0.243 meter per second square. Similarly, radial component of acceleration of D with respect to C. That's equal to velocity of D with respect to C square divided by CD. We can find out these radial components by using equation. Radial component of acceleration is equal to V square, velocity square divided by R, that length of the link. Okay, then we can draw the acceleration diagram. In the next step, we can draw the acceleration diagram. First of all, we have to fix the point O dash. Then draw the acceleration of A with respect to O. We know that acceleration have only radial component, because this omega is a constant. That means acceleration of A with respect to O is acceleration of A with respect to O is in the radial direction, that must be parallel to link OA. We can draw that length using a convenient scale. That length is equal to 1.323 meter per second square, and that must be parallel to link OA. Then we can fix A dash. But after that, there must be two components for the acceleration of different links. One radial component, other one tangential component. Here, then the acceleration of B with respect to A has two components. Acceleration of B with respect to A have two components. One radial component, which is parallel to link AB, other one tangential component, which is perpendicular to link AB. That radial component, we have already found out that radial component, and that is equal to 0.243 meter per second square, and that must be parallel to link AB. We can represent that length, that component by using a dash x, a dash x. Again, we have already discussed this the direction of this one, and that must be here. By examining this particular link, we can say that the acceleration of b with respect to a must be towards a, and we can take that a that x is located like this below a, and we can take that x above a. But if we take this one, this one will become velocity of a dash a, velocity of a with respect to x. Okay, here this one will become velocity of x with respect to a. So we must select this one, x above a dash, in order to locate the velocity of b with respect to a. B with respect to a, velocity of b, instead of x we can take that point as b, then velocity of b with respect to a, that must be like this one. Then we can take that x dash above a dash, and the direction is like this. Then we can draw a line perpendicular to this radial component of acceleration. This is the direction of, or line of action of, a tangential component of acceleration. Then the meeting point of the meeting point of velocity, acceleration of b with respect to a, and acceleration of b with respect to o will become the point B. Again, we can represent the acceleration of b with respect to o, that is in a constrained motion, and that point o is at rest. That means that will give the acceleration of b with respect to o will give the absolute acceleration of b, because that point o is at rest, and that acceleration must be along horizontal direction. That means that slider is in a constrained motion. So that we can represent the line of action of AB as a line which is horizontal, which is passing through O. That point will be, that line of action is like this, and we can find out the intersecting point B dash. Then O dash B dash, O dash B dash will become acceleration of B with respect to O, or absolute acceleration of B. Next, the resultant of this radial component and tangential component. Radial component and tangential component, that's equal to a dash b dash, and that a dash b dash will become acceleration of, total acceleration of b with respect to a. That is the resultant of this radial component and this tangential component. This will become the tangential component of acceleration of b with respect to a. Okay, then we can locate point C by using this relation, same as in the case of velocity diagram. Here capital BC by capital BA is equal to small letter b dash c dash divided by small letter b dash a dash. Then we can locate that point C dash. By connecting that point C dash and O dash, we can find out the absolute acceleration of C with respect to O, because that point O is at rest. Then the relative acceleration of C with respect to O will become the absolute acceleration. Then we can measure that length. That length will be in that length multiplied by the scale will give the absolute acceleration. The next, the how to find out the acceleration of D. How to find out the acceleration of D? Here, after finding out this point C dash, we can draw the tangential component of acceleration of d with respect to c, tangential component of acceleration of d with respect to c, and radial component of acceleration of d with respect to c. Here, the radial component of acceleration of d with respect to c is always parallel to cd, and we have already found out that magnitude. Then we can draw a line c dash y which is parallel to link cd, and also having a length of the radial component of acceleration of d with respect to c. Radial component of acceleration of d with respect to c. That's already we have found out already. We have found out that magnitude 0.304 meter per second square. Then we can draw that length by using any convenient scale. Then that will locate the point y, small letter y. Then we can draw the line of action of the tangential component of acceleration. Tangential component of acceleration of d with respect to c, that must be perpendicular to link cd. Then we can draw that line of action, but we can't fix the point d dash. Then we can draw the acceleration, absolute acceleration of d with respect to o. Acceleration of d with respect to o is the absolute acceleration and having a constrained motion that will move only in vertical direction. That point d slider will move only in vertical direction. Then we can draw the acceleration of d by we can draw the line of action of acceleration of d by a particular line which is passing through o, which is vertical. Then the intersecting point of this particular line and this line will give d dash, point d dash. Then we can measure this o dash d dash, and that will become acceleration of d. And we can find out the resultant of this radial component and this tangential component as a line c dash d dash, small letter c dash d dash. That will give the total acceleration of d with respect to c. Relative acceleration of d with respect to c. Okay, then by measuring we can say that the acceleration of d is equal to 0.16 meter per second square, and tangential component of acceleration of d with respect to c is equal to this one, that's equal to 1.28 meter per second square. Then we can find out the angular acceleration of link cd. Angular acceleration of link cd is equal to tangential acceleration of d with respect to c divided by cd. That's equal to 1.28 divided by 0.45. That's equal to 2.84 radian per second square in clockwise direction. Okay, that's all about today's presentation. Thank you all.